Hi, welcome to iTech 136 Principles of Programming. In this lecture, I will talk about the arbitrary and arbitrary keyword argument. Sometimes a programmer doesn't know how many arguments a function requires. This is very similar to the print function, where you could have a 0, 1, 2, or any number argument. So a function definition can include asterisk args, parameter that collects optional positional argument into arbitrary argument list tuple. The asterisk specifies the arbitrary argument. We just use the word args. It can be any variable name you want, but the asterisk is what created arbitrary argument. For example, if I have create a sandwich, like you go to the Subway or Jersey Mike, you create a sandwich. Every sandwich has bread and meat and some optional stuff that customer might want. Um, and the optional could be like a condiment, like a mayo, or additional vegetable like a tomato, lettuce. I can call the sandwich with 3 arguments. I can call the sandwich with 5 arguments. The first 2 are bread and meat. So the first 2 arguments are the bread type and the meat, the bread and the meat, and then any other argument after the first 2 are optional, arbitrary argument. And in this function, if the length of the argument, and again this is a tuple, I can, if the length of the argument is greater than 0, then I want to print worth, and then for each extra argument, I print down what are they. So if I run this program with the extra argument, or the arbitrary argument, turkey on sourdough, turkey on sourdough, worth, and then the worth a mile, because the argument is mile, or with mustard, tomato, lettuce. This is an arbitrary argument. And finally, you can also have the arbitrary keyword argument. In this case, I have 2 asterisks, star star KW args. KW stands for keyword argument. Again, the star star or the asterisk specify keyword argument, and the convention we use KW args. So keyword argument is create a dictionary containing the asterisk argument in the name value pair using dictionary. So for the asterisk KW args, I can say sauce equal to mayo, or sauce 1 equal to mustard, veggie 1 equal to tomato, veggie 2 equal to lettuce. These are keywords have a name equal to value pair. And this is a dictionary. The curly bracelet that you see is a dictionary. We will talk more about dictionary later. But for now, just think about dictionary is a key, colon, value or name value pair. And both of the arbitrary argument and the keyword argument can be used at the same time. So I can have a arbitrary argument and keyword argument. And in order to use the keyword argument, you have to have a name equal value. You can use any name you want in this example. And in order using arbitrary argument, you just have like an additional parameter after in this example after the bread and meat parameters. So how this work? And when you're using the arbitrary and the keyword argument, they have to come last. So let's see how this works in PyCharm. This is using both together, and I can run. So this is only using the arbitrary argument because it doesn't have a keyword. This using keyword argument and no arbitrary argument. And this using both arbitrary and keyword argument. The print function, the sandwich function, print what the bread, the meat, and the extra using this condition here. And function return multiple value. Well, in Python, you can return multiple value using function. And to do that, we use the tuple. Function can return multiple value using tuple. For example, circle info. I calculate the circumference, I calculate the area, and I return the circumference and the area of a circle in one return statement. So when you do return like two value, like a C, A like this for the comma, you actually return in two value, and the caller must use a tuple assignment to assign both data. In this case, circumference and area are two variables. So the circumference will go to the circumference, the area will assign to the area. So let's look at how this function works. I call print circle info 10 assigned to circum and area. I print circum and area. So the circle radius 10, circumference is 62.8, and areas are 314.159. And I call print circle info passing 20. It returns two value, and hence, as you can see, it print two value. Notice that the parenthesis in Python, the parenthesis denote a tuple. So it tells you the function return a tuple. And finally, the dark string. A large program can contain many functions with wide variety of uses. So in order to make the program easier to read, we want a comment. And one of the comments you can do in a function is try to describe what this function do, what type of input. In other words, give the help. And you can, if you put the help of the function at the like a first line after the function body, we call the dark string. And you can use the hash or the pound for one line dark string, or using triple quote for multi-line dark string. For example, this is a dark string, one line dark string using triple quote, and this is a multi-line. Notice that this is the beginning and this is the end. The dark string explains what is the function, how the function works, the argument or the return value. And with the dark string, you can use help to get help about the function. For example, if I run this in the PyCharm, so this is the function I call the help ticket and help. If I run this, you can see that the help on the function ticket price This is the docstring, and this is the function name and the parameter, and you show the docstring. Explain the um, um, about the ticket price function. And I also add the help. That's a general help, which you can use to run, show all the help in the program, and that put you in the interactive mode. You can say help on string. Actually, yeah. Actually, I'm in the help already, so that's a string. It will show you all the help you want about string. You can do list. You can see all the help about list and so forth. So let's add a dot string to the wager function and run help for that. Okay, let's go back to our PyCharm. The wager function I did earlier. Let's add a dot string. Wages function takes to take hours. Wager function calculate the weekly wages. Maybe just that. And let me comment out this. And let's call help. Help wages. And see what you get. You see this help here now? Show the help of the wager function, which is the docstring that I add right after the function definition, the function header. So we had talked about a lot about function. You should be able to write basic Python function, understand how to pass data to the function, understand how function return data or value back to the caller, understand how to decompose a problem into function and build the program with the function. Understand common function mistakes to avoid, understand the scope of the variable, the basic how the basic module work in Python, understand what happens when passing a list to a function, understand the keyword parameter, default parameter, arbitrary parameter, and arbitrary keyword parameters.